Hello and welcome to Solo Superhero episode 6, where it's just me trying to get a win on this superhero season in solos and see if I can do it. I think last few ones weren't that good. It's actually been a while since I played a solo game, but I thought I'd just do a couple anyway, just because it seems to be going alright, so I think people enjoy it, basically. Yeah, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff before I forget to say that. And where should we land? Classic Utopia. I think that's where we're going to land. As I'll always say at the start of these episodes, and probably somewhere in between because I'll forget that I've said it, but if you could leave comments and just basically be that questions, be that feedback, be that, oh, actually, you know, some things I don't know, quite a lot of things I don't know, so if you know, please let me know. And any questions, things like that, and then I can answer them all in these solo episodes, because when I do duo episodes or trio episodes, it's obviously more of just a back and forth in that one, whereas this I've got a lot of time to answer questions and things, as long as it doesn't go too crazy in the game. So give me any questions, suggestions for things to do if I actually ever manage to get a win on camera. For some reason all my solo wins seem to be off camera. But if I do win, then I can either just keep going and going and going, I don't mind doing that, or if anyone has any suggestions for challenges or things like that as well, more than happy to do those as well. First things first, I've actually got to try and get a win. Which, like I say, I seem to struggle more so getting a win. I'm going to take that for now. When I'm not when I'm recording. When I'm not recording, it seems to go a lot better for me. Okay, I wouldn't normally actually use that yet. In fact, I'm going to use the Fury as an SMG at this point. But the fact there's quite a few people landing around me just means to me that I probably need to use it now. There's somebody up here. He's just dropped, hasn't he? No, he hasn't dropped. He's further up. That's it. Okay, that's more than one. That's why I used the Fury as an SMG. Well, could have been worse though. Oh, now I find minis. Thing is, you never know how good those people are going to be who you start to fight, because obviously if I'd have known, yeah, fair enough, but if I'd have known it would be, you know, that easy, I wouldn't have used it, but better safe than sorry with something like that, you really are. Got another person. Alright. I think they're down. Good shot on him as well. Crikey. I'm actually going to use those bandages. Now that was a much better player. Really need to reload that shotgun as well, just in case I get. Nah, I think I'll stick to that. I can do another one. Oh, all like that, and then I found a medkit. Right, well, hasn't been a slow start. I know 2 kills isn't extreme, but at the same time, haven't really had much time to sit there and think, have I? Alright, that's outside. Now I need to find full shield again. Has anyone here actually used the... Oh, I'm going to forget the name. Basically the Superman abilities yet. I think it's Kryptonite, is it, or something? Quite bad. Has anyone actually used it? Because I haven't had the chance to yet, and every time it spawns, apart from the first episode where you saw me find it, and I, well, see it on the map and I didn't know what it was, but every time apart from that it spawned quite far away from me, so I've had no chance to actually use it. And I haven't actually watched any videos or anything, so tell me, unless I actually take it in this episode, which I doubt, because I don't even know where it turns up. But tell me, have you Have you used it? Is it any good? Have you seen someone use it and it's good? Where is it? Down here. Can't believe that other shot missed him. That's why I actually take the Spire rifle now. I used to take the Fury instead, but then I figure I don't really use the Fury at the right time because you're meant to use it close range. Well, I did in the first bit. But yeah, has anyone used it as anyone used the Superman stuff? Is it worth using? Is it worth running down for? Or so I feel like you just sort of make yourself a target when you do stuff like that, but that might just be me. Can't get on with that dead IDMR, otherwise I'd like to take it. Is that a chug? Normally I'd try and wait, but the way this game's started, I'll just use the 25. Car now as well. Don't know where though, which is why I'm sort of hiding. You know, it's that way. Anyway, I could do with my own car, really. I've already got 6 of them. Speak of the devil. Found a car. And we're off. I know there was more to loot in there, but quite honestly, after a certain time, you just sort of get a bit bored, don't you? I'm sure everyone else is the same. Oh, I'm not taking that one, not in that cliff. It's actually, oh. Car strat works. Is that somebody else on me? It is. Got another car. Okay. Well, the car strat works, as we all know. But, oh, is there a new marksman challenge out for Spire rifles? But, or have I just not done it? But yeah, anyway, strat works, but then, I mean, that person's done the thing that I always say is boring when I do it, but it makes sense, because if you're being absolutely trampled by somebody, you might even be better than me technically, but if you run away, can't get killed. Honestly, I enjoy that. People seem to carry minis more than chug jugs, obviously, so we'll take that. I think the tracking visor is specifically good for solos, because obviously it shows the footsteps and things. And then if you're in a situation where you're in buildings or in a tight space, you can actually use the tracking visor rather than just use it passively and really find out where they are. But it's really helpful for solos because sometimes it can help you not get caught out, basically. Let's put that. My advice would be, I mean, I know people use base boosts and things like that, but obviously I will also most likely set up my setups differently to a lot of people. But in terms of setups, I always have the 3 guns, 1 long distance, 2 short, because you tend to take on most fights short distance, at least I do. And then I take some healing, and now with the tracking visor I take that. So you would have seen me then as well just look down and see the car, which is what I wanted. And probably think, why didn't I just use the launch pad? Well, from experience I found that if you use the launch pad if you use the launch pad and there happens to be somebody down where you're going, you're in a bad place because you're just going to get shot. Whereas at least with this, is there somebody else here? Yes. Yeah. Always be suspicious if there's just a random car sitting on the on the garage bit to heal. Always be suspicious. But yeah, if you use the launch pad and somebody, so say I'd used it for here and he was there, if I'm still floating down, obviously I can't defend myself, and I also can't move fast when you're floating. Actually no, because you float slowly. So did I get my shotgun out then? I did. Yeah, it's genuinely always worth, if you, yeah, it's just worth running down more than anything. I'm actually going out of zone here, aren't I? Probably should go into zone. Probably would make sense, wouldn't it? We'll see, we'll see. I don't really have like a natural rotation here. This tends to be where I end up, and I think it's because I always end up going towards a garage, that specific garage, or whatever they're actually calling this. But yeah, I don't have. Is that just crypto treats? I don't want that. Yeah, I don't have a specific rotation at all, which is quite strange because I would have thought by now I would. Yeah, I'm not bothering with the spot. Just asking for trouble. Yeah, I almost would hope I'd have a rotation by now. There's fighting going on down here. You can never tell how far away. I'm trying to see if I can just see them. Which I can't, so probably further away than I can see would be my guess. Oh, it's a good thing I didn't go all the way over. More fighting this way now. Oh, nice. I think that's a filled up car. Can't complain with that. Right, so there's fighting. Yeah, you see that person's fighting the Spire. I don't want to get involved in that only because that just calls for more and more people to come along. And it's all well and good if you get the one guy, but then more and more people might come along. Otherwise, I'd probably take that one on, but do also have to think about being sensible at this point. I know it's not completely end game, but what, 17 people left? Could be a lot. I want to go back over this way. No. Yeah, you do want to, at a certain point, you want to calm it down a little bit, rather than See about the tracker? Tells me somebody's coming this way. He's round this corner then, is he? Bad accuracy, bad accuracy. No! That was entirely my fault for the bad accuracy there. Can't believe it ended like that. But it happens, it happens. The moment you... It's because I didn't use the actual strat, I just stopped next to him. That was my bad, I should have used it. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope I showed you that at least... if I had better accuracy, that tracker was worth using more than anything. That's probably a good thing to come out of that. But not too bad. Got a few kills. Got quite far in. And, yeah. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, comment, and all that good stuff.